tight with my hammer. We're just talking about having these hammers for hard parts. Alright, so we're measuring our rocker bore holes now instead of doing it by feel. I'm actually measuring it. Let's see, this is going in this direction. It's time consuming. Oh, right in front of me. My special hook tool. It's also an oil line checker for cranks. The real
multi-purpose.
The real purpose for the tool. I'm going to change it into a rocker arm. Panhead rocker arm tool now too. Multifunctional. I didn't see the Jim's number on it. Did you? Number on that?
We'll have to put one on it.
Factory authorized. Here you can send in tools there and they can make them with your name on them.
Really? The low price of $1,000.
Yeah. They'll give you no cut in the profit though, they'll just put your name on it. Ooh, wonderful. Okay, so I got my dial bore gauge. We set it up at 7/8, 875 on the nut. Use my bore standard to check it. We measured our shafts. These two were a 1 1/4 under average. And the ones I measured, my new ones were 1 under. So when we check them, we see what we got. Stay out of that damn hole right there. So this one's about what, 8/10, 7/8 there. So this one that we felt was loose is actually tight. So maybe this was a looser one. One was tighter than the other, we knew that. And they're both pretty consistent when I honed them. Okay, so this one we got 8/10, this one we got 1 thou. And then the rock arms are 1 1/4 to 1.3 under. So the clearance works out to be 2 to 2 1/2 or 2 1/3. So this one over here is 1, about 12. When you go sideways, we get 3.7 that way, and what number we get over here? 0. That's because dowels are not 100% accurate when the clamshell goes together. That's why when you got tight rocker arm, you just tap it with a steel hammer and it'll move them around, shift, and get your clearances in. So we got 1,000 shift in there, which will give you a 2 thou reading difference. So that one's about 13/10 up. And this is the one that was tapered, 2, 1/8 to 2. So you got 3 of them are pretty close. This one's the one that's definitely got that big taper on it. That's a big problem. This one's looser than these other 2. So if we want to tighten all of these up again, we can hone them again and get them all back down there about I think about 1 1/2 to 2 thou max clearance is where you want to be on new stuff. So where's that new rocker arm we had? The block. So these are brand new ones, which have a nice, super smooth finish. It also straightens up your fingernails too. Mine are a little smoother than that for some reason. See, mine shine. When you look in there, see, they're nice and shiny. A little bit finer hone. I'm not clamped down with a tool, but it should be pretty close. So about 2.5 on the good side. It feels so smooth when you pull it out. And I got 3.4 over here. You make it more straight up and down. 3.5. It got worse. Oh, geez. That was the tight side. Is this the one that went to 4? Oh yeah, this one. As you turn it sideways, it gets really loose. But so that's that one. So that's brand new out of the box. So you go with 3.5 plus 1, 4.5 thou out of the box. Pretty sure that's not quite what we're after. These have the factory installed lubrication that has no rust in it. So without cleaning it, we're 1 thou under. Yeah, just under 1 thou under. About 11/10. That's counting the goop in there, the paraffin wax. I might add some to it maybe. I had a rag here once. Did we lose it again?
I think it's on the parts cleaner there.
Oh, that's too far to go. So this one had some residue left in there. So what's this one going to be? Ooh, a good one. 1. All right. And that is a smoother finish. Did you hear that? Different supplier. There you go, 8/10. We have a winner. We have junk. 1 of each. We got 12 more over there to choose from. So whoever made this one, well, that's not the same finish. See? Way better than this one. So now we know the difference. If it's smooth, it might be bid. So I'm going to go check all the arms and see what we got. Now don't mix up your blocks because the parts are not interchangeable. So we have a good one and a bad one. So this will have to be rebuilt. You can probably rebuild at least yours with one. That one maybe wouldn't hurt. Or you can do them all again and get them back down to tighter, which you might as well. You're in there playing with it. We'll do it again. The arms appear to be fairly consistent on diameters and finishes. They're not so rough. See? That's your old one. And that's the new one. No, that's yours again. Where's the other new one? Yours. Where in the hell is the other at? Leave them over here. There's another one floating around here somewhere. Oh, that's a new one?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like an old Harley one. Oh, jeez. When they start making them correctly. Maybe it's a genuine Harley one. You never know. It's rough, huh? Smooth. I wonder if this is an old genuine Harley one. You never know. Might be. HDC is a copy of the same other ones. Still got loose dowel holes in it. Yeah. So the copper's on there for heat treating purposes. So it keeps this area soft so it doesn't get too hot, too brittle and breaks. but this part here is hard because it's not it's exposed. It gets heat treated. That's how Harley does. These are the ones over here. That's how they're made. You don't see aftermarket ones made like this. This is kind of weird.
Wasn't there a couple?
So maybe this is an old genuine one or something. You know, these are just came from some of these came from Dixie and some came from other places. Dixie had a lot of original parts, but yeah, when you see the copper ones, that's what we're looking for. Good parts. Good and crappy. What else we got over here? Got more coppers?
I thought there was a couple.
Oh,
Yeah.
there are some more. Another one here. See, these aren't all gritty.
Mm-hmm.
This one's tight. Some of these are pretty bad feeling. Oh, there's one.
A little chunky.
There's some extra debris in there. Alright, so these ones here. Now I can see the chatter marks in there, so our theory on quality went down the window there. About the same finish. They do have the correct shape to their arms though, which is nice. Yeah, you can see the nice chatter marks in there. So why is this one so smooth? See, this does not have the boring marks in it at all. So it's got a really smooth finish. This one here is not quite as smooth. And loose. Junk pile. So we got one good one so far. See the chatter marks? Well, even on this side too. It's equal opportunity. So does that make it twice as loose? Yeah, actually it's a little bit tighter than most. Yep, there it is, centered up. Falling into a hole, it's getting worse. A little over 2. Definitely rough. The chatter marks are more consistent and finer than those nice chunky ones. But it's very loose. And I can feel it when I'm going like the grit in it. Yeah. So it didn't look as bad as the other ones. It's the worst one. Can't go by looks. Tight. Same one doesn't look too bad. And this one's a little better. It's the average. Between 2 and 2.5 on the dial. Yep. So that's about normal. Ooh, a tight one. It had to be an accident. It's still loose. But not on this side. That was an accident. These are only 100-something bucks a piece. You know. You're gonna tell me to choose
Right.
from. Yeah. Ooh. Smooth. smooth. So when they got rust in them, that's a good sign. Let's see if it holds up. Yeah, it's not really. A little better, but that side's good. Fits all the way down. Should be clamped together to get real numbers, but yeah, it wasn't all the way down, see. So this one's pretty good. That's a good one. 2. They still need to be honed because they got corrosion. Yeah, another rough one. Now these come from at least 3 different sources. Unknown manufacturers. I'm pretty sure none of them are America though. See, is that smooth or rough? Rough. Ooh, 4. That's a real good one there. Two. Yeah. So there might be a little bit of oil residue in there. I think I want to rebuild every one of these. Oh, that's a real good one there. Look at that. Right there. Bad. 3. Yeah. People actually put these in the bike this way too. Look at that shit.
I do believe that.
They think new parts are actually good. Ooh, that one's got a high spot in there. 1.8, 1.7. It's rough though. 2.5 on that side. Looks like we're only gonna have 2. Yep.
2 or 12.
2 out of 14.
12.
3.5 sets. I don't know why I got an uneven number. 4. 3, 2. What was this one here for? We thought this was a good one? No, we know better. Alright, well there you go. We got 2 good ones. We're still going to rebuild them though, to make them better. Right there. Runnable. Clean the muck out of it. We'll go ahead and fine tune it just to make sure it's good. Might as well make it as good as we can, what the hell. So those 2 we'll put aside. Those are all variable degrees of yuck. So we got a lot of sanding to do. What fun. Alright, we'll be back.